Hi, everybody. It's Sandy Smith-Leyva, and this is this week's installment of Brain Food for Accounting Leaders. Pretty excited about this one because this one can be so dramatic. It's called Social Circles, and it's really a lot of fun, and it's part of the detox. So it's all about becoming intentional about who you spend time with, because if you actually spend time, there's a saying, I think, that one of the self-help guys used to say that the 5 people you spend the most time with is who you are. So when you can spend the most time with 5 people that you absolutely admire and you look up to and you want to have a life just like theirs, could you imagine the difference in your life? So what you're going to do is get a piece of paper and put a circle in the middle with you in it. Draw a circle in the middle, and then draw a bunch of circles. And each circle is going to be a group or something that you have in your life. So if you've got people at work, that might be a circle. If you've got friends, that could be a circle. If you've got employees, that could be a circle. And do one for your work and do one for your personal life if you'd like, or you can do one that intermingles both. And that way you can kind of see who are the people in your life that are important to you, and you can write their names within these groups. So what you're basically doing is you're kind of listing out in circles the friends that you have. And if you've got a friend that doesn't really fit in a group, it's okay. That person can have their own circle. So you want to design this so that it's like your own kind of a network. These are going to be people that are fairly close to you that you talk with on a regular basis. All right? So take the time and do that after this little session is over. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of evaluate the relationships that you have, because when you start to write them down, you can see where you're really loved and who you want to spend time with, who is really positive and supporting for you. And then also you can take a look at if there's someone negative and critical that maybe you want to spend a little bit less time with. And you probably already know that you probably need to spend less time with this person. But when you write it down, it kind of becomes a goal. It kind of like makes it more real. So this is such an interesting exercise to do. You can also see where the gaps are. I know that when I have moved cities, I'm like, okay, I've got some gaps now. I've got to figure out how to fill my gaps with what, to meet my needs. So you can mark up your diagram, and you can make any kind of key that you want. Use a green colored marker for positive people and either highlight or circle their name. You can use red for negative if you want, and those are people that you might put a question mark by. Purple will be supportive people like your mentors and your coaches, your trainers, possibly your vendors who are great advisors for you. And then yellow could be your helpers and your staff and people that just, they extend your mission by helping you in life. Blue could be your non-work friends. Make up your own color key for what's important to you. Perhaps you need some people, you need a blow-off steam person. You need someone that you can have a lot of fun with. So you might want to add that category. And there's all sorts of other things that you can do with this, the way that you would like to evaluate. Let's just take the first two, and we're saying, wow, Vince in the ABC group, boy, he's a good guy. I really like hanging around him. Sue, this work partner of mine, boy, she's really supportive. Melissa, my coach, is fabulous, really pushing me all the time, and that's what I need. You know what? Tom's one of my peers, and golly gee, every time I'm around him, he really complains. And then I've got this employee named Chris that I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. So you can kind of go through and see who's supportive for you, who's neutral, and then who's negative, and then you can decide what actions you want to take around these things. So the questions you're going to be asking yourself, who would you like to spend more time with? Maybe you see someone you only see a couple times a year, but they're so awesome and you'd like to get to know them better. And so you can, kind of add that to the things that you'd like to change. Whoops, going backwards here. And then people you want to spend less time with, you know. And then ask yourself also, who is keeping you playing small? So those are some great questions that you can kind of ask yourself. Gaps in your support system. Do you need more coaching? Do you need more peers? Do you have a nice balance of people inside and outside your profession? Do you have other entrepreneurs that you know that might be higher than your level that you could learn from? So your action step for this week is to draw up your social circles and shore up your network to support your goals. All righty, thanks.